Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a Detroit Lions fan, you should be happy and infuriated at the same time. Shout out to how about them Chiefs? How does it feel, 49ers fans? Don't feel good, now does it? Walking off the field with confetti. They shooed y'all behind off the field. The reign is over. Now, if you're a Detroit Lions fan, you should be infuriated at the results of this game. This game was a travesty. A travesty. But as I said before, and I told you that the season was going to end because of a pass rush or a lack thereof. I'm going to tell you why the Chiefs won this game. There's two reasons. One, well, there's three, really. One, Patrick Mahomes, 1 of 1. That's why he's the first quarterback I take in fantasy every single year. 2, Travis Kelce. He was playing for his boo. Now go ahead and pop the question if that's what you're going to do. And 2, that defensive line. Chris Jones. Who? Chris Jones. Chris Jones refused to let a Mr. Irrelevant beat him. That's called a defensive line. Shout out to Spagnola. 4 Super Bowl. You want to get things done, Lions fans? You have a defense. It's either you have a defense. You have a defense. I am sick of hearing everybody talk about you don't want to spend money, build through the draft. Kansas City, let me tell you something. Without Patrick Mahomes on that team, the 49ers are Super Bowl champions because they have the defense. They have a Christian McCaffrey who put the team on his back. Chase Young with a sack. Patrick Mahomes is the reason that the San Francisco 49ers are not Super Bowl champions. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But you know what else I'm loving too? I'm loving too the reaction, the absolute beautiful reaction from the Twitterverse, non-Lions fans talking about this game and the first half, how miserable it was. I got something, and I thought this is funny. And I'm sorry, y'all, but I found this quite funny. This is from AB. That's right. Antonio Brown says, feels like the Lions would be up 35-10 right now at 8:23. That was in the third quarter or during the half. Then he says, hashtag CTESPN report, hashtag CTESPN. Dude is a hot mess. But here's my favorite. Alex Anzalone says, not gonna lie, this is tough. Because the offense was miserable, absolutely miserable in the first half. And ladies and gentlemen, you thought I was unbearable last year and the year before that. You don't want to hear me talk anymore. You want me to shut up. That's not going to happen because I'm telling you right now that I am going to harp on defense until it is done. Until Brad Holmes address what needs to be addressed. Our offense is rolling. He has solidified the offensive side of the ball with Jahmyr Gibbs, with Sam Laporta, whatever receiver we're going to get in the draft and or free agency. It is time for you to get the defense done because the defense outside of a Patrick Mahomes was the difference in this game. You don't believe me? The man has done it over and over and over. And now you can officially say that the Kansas City Chiefs have a dynasty. 3 Super Bowls in 4 years, okay? They only lost 1 to the GOAT. He annihilated them. And you won back-to-back. The first time since the GOAT did it 20 years ago. If Detroit Lions fans want a dynasty, it's okay to build through the draft. It really is. Do you think we have a Patrick Mahomes on our team? We don't. And I'm not talking about, this ain't a knock on Jared Goff. This is just the ability of Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs don't bother me because they do what needs to be done. They got a great coach in Andy Reid. They officially now have a dynasty. Officially. And you know what stings, Detroit Lions fans? We beat this team. We beat them without Chris Jones and Travis Kelce. And I'm not putting an asterisk by that win, but I tell you what, that game would have looked a lot different with those 2 people in there because Chris Jones, when the Kansas City Chiefs lost to the Detroit Lions, is when they decided to prioritize paying him. And Travis Kelce was the difference in this game. Those 3 men were the difference in this game. It is time to get some bodies on the defensive side of the ball. So as much as I enjoyed the Niners walking off, and you know CD Deuce is going to have a field day. He probably on IG right now clowning Deebo Samuel, as he should. Just like I clown the entire fan base. Bang, bang, Niner gang. How about that? All them chicks bumping me at the stadium. That's why you lost. That's why you lost. How does it feel? Man, I would give anything to fly to Santa Clara right now. I would give anything. It don't feel good. The Lions should have been here, but we weren't. And you know why? Because our defense sucks. That's just the bottom line. Both of these teams' defenses were ranked higher than ours. You have to be able to get to the court. If you think about their secondary, it didn't really do much because it didn't have to. L'Jarius Sneed, he did a couple things, and you don't even know who the other corner was because the defensive line got the job done. One man in a world where he holds out game one, gets paid, and makes a difference. His name is Chris Jones. And guess what? He's a free agent. I don't want to hear nothing. All season long, all off season long. Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush, pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Bro. I'm tired. You can say whatever you want in the comment section. Our offense is Gucci. It is time to get this defense right. And the only way that's going to happen is to get some dogs on the defensive line. I'm sorry, Benito Jones. I'm sorry, Charles Harris. Think about our pass rush, ladies and gentlemen. You can't name anybody. You got Aiden Hutchinson and Aleem McNeil. That's it. Nobody else did anything. You know who had the next sack? Alex Anzalone, a linebacker with 3. Aiden Hutchinson, 11 and a half. Aleem McNeil missed 4 games, 5. And then Alex Anzalone, Brad Holmes, you want to pound the table? You want to Ric Flair this thing? Woo! Then you go and get a pass rush. I'm done. I'm over it. Get a pass rush. You want the facts? You want the real? You come here. No more bubbles and rainbows. I came here to get a pass rush and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum. It is time, bro. I want a dynasty. We were this close, and you better believe our offense would have showed out. We would have at least put up 40 on this team, either one of these teams. Now, I can enjoy the offseason, and I don't have to hear about bang, bang, losing to the team that won the Super Bowl. We did that in 30 years ago when we got blasted by the Redskins. They should have won the Super Bowl. They beat us by 20-some points. Not a team that we beat him by 17. So how about that? Maybe Brock Purdy can go back to being Mr. Irrelevant. All that stuff doesn't feel good, does it? When you have a Patrick Mahomes, it doesn't really matter who you got on the other side. It really doesn't. But if you don't have a Patrick Mahomes, you need some game changers. That man willed this team back to, had the bum ankle and everything, and single-handedly brought this team back. Literally put the team on his back. Scramble after scramble after throw after scramble. So congratulations to the double-up Kansas City Chiefs. Congratulations to the dynasty 3 out of 4 times. Congratulations to a team that should have 4. But they had the unfortunate experience of playing Tom Brady in the year he should have retired. And you know what? I hope that every single Detroit Lion, Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes included, they watch this game, and I hope he's on the phone right now. At this point, I don't care who you bring. I don't want to hear about cheapness anymore. I do not. I don't. Get the job done, Brad, period. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. Enjoy the off season, and I'm going to be here, bruh. And if you want the real, you know where to find it. And as always, go Lions.